Hey, Shalom, Shalom. This is Naaman with the DC camp, back for another video. First and foremost, call Halal Yahweh, Shimi Al-Shah, Shem Kal Kodash. Alright, once again, double honors go out to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations also go out to the fellow occupants that are out there on the highways and byways, pushing the truth across the four corners of this earth. Alright, while still trying to wake up the remaining hopeful elect. Alright, and that's what this is about. Waking up that remnant, alright, which is the hopeful elect. Alright, because none of us know for sure, but hey, you know, this is part of making our call and election sure. Alright, so this is going to be about, for those of you that didn't know, now we've always heard that they have, and well, I mean the government, have their own ways of collecting data on all of us. Alright, this particular one is Maine Corps, and it came about, circa, or at least it was mentioned circa 2008. And it says Maine Corps is an alleged American government database containing information on those believed to be threats to national security. Alright, history. The existence of the database was first asserted in May of 2008 by Christopher Ketchum, and again in July of 2008 by Tim Sharrock. So this was mentioned twice within 2 months. Alright, by two separate individuals. Alright, don't know their, they know each other or what. Alright, description, it says the Maine Corps data, which is believed to come from the NSA, FBI, CIA, and other sources, is collected and stored without warrants or court orders. So basically they're telling you, hey, they can collect it however they want on whoever they want. Alright, so they have they can do whatever they want. It says the database's name derives from the fact that it contains copies of the main core or essence of each item of intelligence information on Americans produced by the FBI and the other agencies of the U.S. intelligence community. Just one big old fusion center. Alright, it says as of 2008 there were allegedly 8 million Americans listed in the database. So that's 16 years ago. Alright, 2008, 16 years. Think about that, 16 years since this was mentioned. Let's see, Obama was coming into office, so he was, they said, what name, hold up here. Alright, so Obama came in 2009, let's see, January 2009, so not quite a year. Alright, let's see, so let's just use that date. So this was implemented, could have been before, who knows, it was just mentioned in 2008. So 16 years, he did 2 terms. And then you had the Orange Man. And then this guy's in. So 16 years. As of 2008, there were allegedly, 8 million, okay, listed in databases of possible threats, often for trivial reasons. Let's look up trivial. Alright. Of little significance or value, concerned with or involving unimportant matters, superficial. Fire.com. Insignificant is another one. Just petty shit, you know. Synonyms: unimportant, trifling, frivolous, inconsequential, immaterial, slight. Alright. So they just want people on that motherfucker. Alright. They needed a little excuse. Alright. Let's look at some related things. It says, see also disposition matrix. The disposition matrix, informally known as a kill list, is a database of information for tracking, capturing, rendering, or killing suspected enemies of the United States. Alright. See, these are the things that we're out here trying to tell our people. Hey, pay attention. Alright. Because when it says, but the day of the Most High will come as a thief in the night, well, that's only if you're not paying attention. Alright, they've got all these executive orders that they're it's gonna give the president, whoever the next one is. There's all kind of rumors floating about Biden bowing out, and then you hear that he's not, and they don't have faith in the vice president. I think we already knew that, so who knows? It says, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are there within, or therein, shall be burned up. Again, if you're not watching, yeah, the thief's gonna get you. That's the whole point of this. Alright? But again, our job, let me get it, is to be out there and making ourselves available. But if you decide not to take advantage of that, that's on you. And I'm going to get this right. I'm going to get that point right here. This is Ezekiel chapter 3. I'm going to start at the top. It says, moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. That roll is these scriptures. Alright? So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee into the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. Thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of an hard language, but to the house of Israel. Alright? Not too many people of a strange speech and of an hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee. But the house of Israel, but to the house of Israel, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee. And that's, I mean, that's why Jeremiah, Mount Several said, you know, said, don't pray for these people. Alright? It says, for they will not hearken unto me, for all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted. Alright? And they are indeed. Impudent, stiff of forehead. Alright? Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their forehead. As an adamant, harder than flint, have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thine heart, and hear with thine ears, and go get thee to them of the captivity, unto the children of thy people, and speak unto them, and tell them, thus saith the Most High Yahweh, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. Now, I put the emphasis on them because it's directed at a specific people, not everyone. Alright, as that Christianity likes to try to push. Skipping down to 17, it says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman. And being a watchman, we're telling you these things. Hey, these people got shit set up for us. Alright, for you. Rex 84, alright, which was a refining of the King Arthur plan. Alright, it's short for Readiness Exercise, alright, which was done in 84 and was a classified scenario and drill developed by the United States federal government to detain large numbers of United States residents deemed to be national security threats in the event that the president declared a national emergency. And that last part is very important. The president declared a national emergency. FBI Index was a system used to track American citizens and other people of the Federal Bureau of Investigation before the adoption of computerized databases. So they long since upgraded that. It says Investigative Data Warehouse is a searchable database operated by the FBI. It was created in 2004. Okay, 20 years ago. Much of the nature and scope of the database is classified. The database is a centralization of multiple federal and state databases, including criminal records from various law enforcement agencies. National Security and Homeland Security presidential directive signed by President of the United States George W. Bush on May 4, 2007 as a presidential directive establishing a comprehensive policy on federal government structures and operations in the event of, let's go ahead and in the event of a catastrophic emergency. Such an emergency is defined as any incident, regardless of location, that results in extraordinary levels of mass casualties, damage, or disruption severely affecting the U.S. population, infrastructure, environment, economy, or government functions. So all this, they're covering the bases here. NASA warrantless surveillance controversy. He said, commonly referred to as warrantless wiretapping or wiretaps, was the surveillance of persons within the United States, including U.S. citizens, doing the collection of foreign intelligence by the National Security Agency. Let's look into more of that. All right, as part of the terrorist surveillance program. In late 2001, you know what happened in September that year. The NSA was authorized to monitor without obtaining a FISA warrant. This is what's important, because FISA, you usually had to go if you wanted something like this. And this is Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, FISA. 78 is a federal law that establishes procedures for the surveillance and collection of foreign intelligence on domestic soil. So all this is done. Remember 2001, what happened? Alright. So now you see this is all done to get around the Constitution, as we've been telling you. This is what they've been doing. That was the sole purpose of 9/11. Alright. So we know what that is now. It says about phone calls, internet activities, text messages, and other forms of communication involving any party believed by NASA, or by the NSA, to be outside the U.S., even if the other end of the communication lays within the U.S. Critics claim that the program was an effort to silence critics of the Bush administration and its handling of several controversial issues. Under public pressure, the administration allegedly ended the program in January 2007 and resumed seeking warrants from the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court. In 2008, Congress passed the FISA amendments. There go their amendments. Something they don't like. They want to get around. FISA Amendment Act of 2008, which relaxed some of the original requirements. Get a load of that. Alright. PRISM. PRISM is a code name for a program under which the United States National Security Agency, NSA, collects internet communications from various U.S. internet companies. The program is also known by the SIGA, let's see what that stands for. SIGINT Activity Designator identifies a signals intelligence line of collection activity associated with a signals collection station, such as a base or a ship. Alright. PRISM collects stored internet communications based on demands made to internet companies such as Google and Apple All right, under Section 702 of the FISA Amendments Act. Remember, they amended since 2001 the FISA Act, which was established in 78. All right, again, to circumvent your so-called constitutional rights. To turn over any data that match court-approved search terms. Among other things, the NSA can use these PRISM requests to target communications that were encrypted when they traveled across the internet backbone. So you see, none of that matters for you to think you're slick. All right, getting these VPNs and all that other shit. All right, all your so-called companies that say, well, we encrypt your, nah, it doesn't matter. Alright, it said to focus on stored data that telecommunication filtering systems discarded earlier, and to get data that is easier to handle. PRISM began in 2007 in the wake of the passage of the Protect America Act under the Bush administration. The program is operated under the supervision of the U.S. Foreign Intelligence Surveillance FISA Court, or FISC, pursuant to the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. Its existence was leaked 6 years later by NSA contractor Edward Snowden, who warned that the extent of mass data collection was far greater than the public knew and included what we characterize as dangerous and criminal activities. All right. So see what's going on here. These devils, they want to move to the next level. All right, and they've got people that are aware of what's going on. All right, they sense what's going on, and they're trying to warn people that, you know, in other words, these people don't want you to wake up. All right, so they've got these lists of people that they deem dangerous. All right, and like what was said, who was it? Was it Henry Ford? He said, I don't want thinkers. I'm just he said, I don't want thinkers, I just want workers. And that's the basis of, you know, with the elites, you know, that's what they want. They don't want people that can think for themselves, think outside this box that they've created for everybody, you know. So they throw out that, well, you know, these are conspiracy theories and shit. It generally has worked, because I believe that was coined after the Kennedy assassination, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, we can look it up real quick. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted. Excuse me. I typed it in the wrong. It says claim terms conspiracy theory and conspiracy theories were created by the Central Intelligence Agency. This is the claim following the assassination of President John F. Kennedy as a way of discrediting people who doubted the government's official reports. This is AP's assessment false. A recorded use of the phrase conspiracy theory dates back to at least 1863, and it was notably invoked in reports following the 1881 shooting of then President James A. Garfield more than 60. Well, what's the common denominator here? All right, more than 60 years before the CIA was established. An academic review of a digital library, JSTOR, found the term conspiracy theories had been published at least in the year before Kennedy's death. All right. Just thought I'd throw that out there, but you know, in any case, what's going on now is not conspiracy, and you know, you'd be well advised to take heed because these devils got something, and it's happening right, going on. It's happening right in front of your face. All this was going on with the, you know. And I'd said that for years. I never liked that motherfucker. You know, Bill Gates, you know, all this was set up from long ago. And what's going on here? Hold on, so I can bear with me. Alright. Alright, so here we go. Like I said, you've been warned. For those of you that decide to take heed, well, let me finish. Ezekiel 17 says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. This is what we're doing. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked of his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require thine hand. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Alright, so this is what we're doing, getting the blood off our hands. This is what we were commanded to do. Alright, now let's go to, so those, hey, we got a lot of our people that, you know, they get their feelings hurt, and they say, well, you all are just, you know, you need to soften the, like, so, whoops, hold on, soften the, you know, your delivery, like, but then you go out to these, you know, you go to these clubs, you look at these shows, you're not worried about that then, you know, about toning it down, these comedians and things like that say all kinds of things. This is Isaiah 58:1. It says, Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and shew my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. And that's what we're out here to do. You know? It says aloud, with the throat. Alright? Speak up, so everyone can hear you. Alright, clearly. So how else are you going to do that? Alright. So that's all I had for this. It's just a warning to those that, hey, you love America, and I'm talking about you Jakes. Alright, you are totally still blinded. Alright, because you actually want to stay here. You want to stay here in this wicked place. Because you're wicked. Let's just face it. Alright? You love the condition of, you know, you fail to realize you're still a slave. Alright? And the person over you has that type of power over you to where he can decide how you are perceived. This is how the people, he does it through his media, you know, in all forms. look at those people. But that's prophecy. That's the curses that are upon us. And more and more people, are finding that out. But that still doesn't absolve you of your wickedness. See, a lot of us, like I said at the top, we're here trying to save a remnant, hopefully elect. And that's just it. So if you're not interested in, wanting to get out of this place the right way, and first you have to repent. All right, it's a process, but that window is closing. All right, and something else I mentioned at the top: time is growing short. All right. So hey, that's going to be it on this. This is just let you know that hey, all this shit is here for a reason. All right, and I'm just bringing it out, bringing it to your attention. Hey, so with that, yeah, that's it. This is a short video before camp. So hey, yeah, this is what we do here. I hope everyone who views this is edified. And to once again remind you of the power of prayer and fasting. So Shabbat Shalom. Until the next video. Shalom, shalom.